Welcome to the Las Vegasville podcast, brought to you by Jump Studios, where we cover topics related to everything happening around Sin City, including the social media scene, food, and a whole lot more, with some of the best, most popular accounts around the city, and talk about their success in Vegas and beyond. I'm your host, Philip Zhang, aka Las Vegas Phil. Check me out on IG or TikTok, and feel free to text or leave me a voicemail at 702-551-4445. On with the show. Hey, welcome to this week's show. It's a special one as we're doing a roundtable with some great food creators while ranking some of the most popular xiaolongbao in Las Vegas. Let's get straight into the intros. Ladies first. Ann Prinz is relatively new to the Vegas social media scene and has quickly built up a following of 16K on IG and 15K on TikTok. She's also the founder of Hot Girl Walk Las Vegas, which is a hot girl walking club for girls, gays, and theys that has brought together hundreds of people who didn't know each other previously. She's also the newest member of Jump Force as a content creator and social media manager. Friends call her Riggs, so we will too. Let's welcome Las Vegas Riggs to the podcast.
Hi. Thank you for having me. That was such a sweet intro.
How many xiaolongbao would you say you've had lifetime?
50, maybe.
50. Okay, that's good to know. Over here, to my left, is return guest Jonathan So, better known as JT Takes a Bite. With 135K on TikTok, 118K on IG. You know it's his post instantly with the catchphrase, if you're watching this, with him eating every cuisine imaginable around Vegas and beyond. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you. I'm excited.
And then, JC, how many xiaolongbao would you say, give or take, you've eaten in a lifetime?
I don't know. Probably at least 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
All right. And last but not least, we've got Daniel Kim, aka Donkey Very Much, at the table. He sports 185K followers on IG and a whopping 1.1 million on TikTok. Primarily focused on Vegas food, but he does a lot of LA content as well. So many ridiculously viral posts over the years, and we're excited to have him back. This marks Daniel's third time on the show, first time as a roundtable guest. Welcome back.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Dana, how many XLB would you say you've eaten lifetime?
Dang, lifetime? Oh man, I want to say around 500, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with 500. Well, I love that Riggs is here because it's kind of like the wild card.
I know.
You know, and there's all this science between, like, with the juice, with the meat, and the thinness of the skin. What would you say is the best xiaolongbao you've ever had, like off the top of your head?
Din Tai Fung, for sure.
Din Tai Fung, yeah.
Okay.
I
feel
think
like
that's like the gold
standard for sure.
Yeah.
All right, was it the one in Vegas or did you go to?
No, it's the one in Arcadia, actually.
Okay, everyone says
66.
Arcadia
Yeah.
is the spot.
Yeah. First time I went there, I think I waited like 2.5 hours. Wow. Honestly, though, it was worth it. Yeah. It was an experience, let me tell you.
All right, Riggs, how about you?
I feel like I haven't had enough to really pick a favorite. I mean, the amount of ones I've had consist of like Trader Joe's and Din Tai Fung and a random, dim sum place. So maybe Din Tai Fung, I think, but that was the one on the strip. So
Okay.
yeah.
A lot of people love Trader Joe's xiaolongbao. I've heard this multiple times. You just microwave it, right? And it's supposedly bomb. I've heard this from even Asians. Have you guys tried it?
I
have not.
I don't think I've tried it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the listeners that don't know what is xiaolongbao, famous dumplings around the world featuring broth-filled dumplings, usually with pork. Xiaolongbao means little dumpling in a basket. Soup dumplings are created by wrapping the solid meat inside the skin along with the meat filling. They put a little gelatin in it, and that makes it into soup. When you look up the correct way to eat xiaolongbao, Jimmy O. Yang, the comedian, comes up as the top search on how to eat it. You're supposed to, I don't know why. Is he a food expert too? But he bites into it, right, lets it cool down, and then puts the sauce, he dips it first, bites into it, sips out the soup, and then eats the dumpling. But I don't know if that's the correct way.
Oh, so he dips it in the sauce first?
Dips in the sauce first, puts it on the soup spoon,
Okay.
bites it either on the top or the side
Gotcha.
to let it cool, drink out the
soup drain
dumpling
out
first.
or drink it, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But how do you...
What did I do? I bite the top off, let it cool off, and then I put some vinegar and ginger inside it, and then I'll eat it, get it in one bite.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I usually take a bite on the side, and then I drain out the soup, like onto the spoon. I'll let it cool a little bit, and then I drink the soup, and then I dip the rest of the dumpling like into the sauce, and then add a little bit of ginger, and then just eat that. So
I feel like mine's pretty similar, except for I don't bite it. I just create a hole with my chopsticks and then just kind of use it to push like the soup out, and then I drink it, and then I dip it.
Right.
that works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's maybe a little classier. So let's get into it. We got 4 restaurants. We were supposed to have 5, but one canceled the delivery. We got Xiaolong Dumplings, which actually talks a really big game. I didn't know this. I was looking at their website. How was it? They said their mission is to use dumplings as a bridge to carry on Bruce Lee's legend.
Oh, wow.
Did you know this?
What?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, when the place is called Xiaolong Dumpling, it better be good, right?
Right. So in Chinese, Bruce Lee's name is Li Xiaolong. So they went with Xiaolong Dumplings to have a kind of cross. And I like them already
Okay.
for that. I didn't
Slay.
know that. And I went in there. The place is amazing. Has anyone eaten at Xiaolong Dumplings?
Love that place.
Yeah?
Yeah. I recommend it to people all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys been?
Then once, yeah.
What
I
did you
didn't.
think?
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, I thought it was mediocre
Okay.
compared to the other ones that I
Really?
had. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And consistency is
but-
a weird thing, too, because you have no idea who's coming in,
Yeah.
when to make them.
Yeah.
Even at Shanghai Taste, I felt like sometimes it's not.
Hit or miss.
Right. Right. So.
Yeah. Okay, and then we also have Yum Cha, which is a popular dim sum place on Tropicana. Anyone ever dined there?
I've never been
Didn't
there.
know they had
Yeah.
Xiaolongbao. Yeah.
Okay. We got Shanghai Taste, which is probably the most popular of the Xiaolongbao off the strip. What do you guys think of Shanghai Taste?
Love that place as well. My mom loves to go there every single time she's in town.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then Colorful Noodle declined to send anything. They just canceled delivery, probably because Daniel posted and they're busy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But I thought out of convenience, I wanted one more. But I don't think they're that great, to be honest. I feel like there's a lot of places that serve it, like Taiwan Deli, Colorful Noodle, a couple other spots, but it's just not up to snuff. And I thought it might be good for a comparison. What do you guys think of places that serve xiaolongbao in a foil, like a little pie?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
No,
It's
you
cheating.
know it's been sitting there for a while. If it's,
Right.
It's usually dim sum places that sell it, and it's kind of like one of those things that they have on the menu, but they're not like specialized in it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then probably the Vegas odds favorite to be number one is Din Tai Fung. I'd be very surprised if it's not, but I hope it's not, actually. What was the last time you guys were at Din Tai Fung?
That shit like last week.
Oh, yeah, you had the chicken ones.
I tried the chicken one.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah.
I prefer the pork.
Yeah.
I think the chicken one was a little gamier than I expected. Maybe I'm just used to eating pork, but yeah, I definitely prefer the pork.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it the same amount of juice?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
amount of juice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was still really juicy. Just again the gaminess. Yeah, for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Reese, how about you? What was the last time? you
I
went to
think
Din
it was probably a year ago, honestly. It was right before I moved here to Vegas.
Tai? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so funny you mentioned gaminess. So a lot of places were saying the vinegar is actually not for flavor. It's actually to balance out the gaminess.
Right.
Especially way back when they probably couldn't refrigerate stuff in the 1800s and all that. So, yeah, not for taste. But in 2013, a couple real food geeks made up the Shanghai Soup Dumpling Index, where they went to 52 restaurants in Shanghai and judged it. I don't know if they took them from like to X-ray place or whatever and judged the measurement of the thinness, the juice, how much meat was in it, and then somehow they were able to rank them all. But the problem with this is, and it's cool, I love the nerdiness, but they don't talk about the taste at all in any of them. They just rate it as in like the proportion and whatever. So that was kind of weird. But anyway, so we're going to kind of get into it now. We're using a Zojirushi rice cooker to do it. Shout out to my wife Ayumi for doing some trial and error yesterday. I hope it works out. This is a $350 rice cooker. If you go to most Asian households, they have probably a really good one. And this is what gets people excited. Anyways, which one should we start off with first? What do you guys think? You choose.
Yeah, ladies.
What do
I'll
you
just
guys-
pick the one closest to me,
There
I
we go.
guess.
Okay,
I mean,
so
it's
we'll-
more random that way.
Yeah. So we'll go with Xiaolong dumplings. So I'm gonna place them in and kind of hopefully, no, I got 7 minutes. Fuck. So it's cooking, and then I got to keep it warm.
7 more minutes.
7
to go.
more minutes.
So just cut here.
Yeah. Or we can cut here or talk about something else. I can ask some random questions while we're waiting.
When's the last time you used this? Or how many times a week do you use this?
These days, because we don't eat at home, probably once a week, and my doctor told me I need to cut down on rice.
Oh,
So I haven't eaten very much rice in the last 2 weeks.
Man.
Yeah, what a
Sorry to
bummer.
hear
bummer.
Yeah, doctor's like, do you eat a lot of beef? Do you eat a lot of lobster? Do you eat a lot of rice?
Does he know who you are?
No.
Oh.
He just described like your whole diet.
Right. So here's some hot topic questions I want to ask. So first one, to pin or not to pin a post? What do you guys think?
I don't really post any of them. Or, sorry, I don't pin any of them. Just, I don't know. I never really thought. I do pin them on TikTok, though. So
Okay, so why do you pin them on TikTok and not IG?
I have no idea. There's not really a rhyme or reason to it. I
Right.
just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, what do you think, Dana?
Well, I did notice. So I did pin a hibachi house post recently. I want to say a couple weeks ago. So it's at the top of my profile, and I did notice that it was getting a lot more likes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess it works for some people in terms of engagement and just especially if it's like at the top. I think people will notice that. So yeah.
I think it'd be good if that's something that you want people to look at on your profile.
Yeah,
But what bothers
absolutely.
me, especially on TikTok, I don't like finding somebody's pinned post, then going to their profile and seeing that that's the top thing. I would rather like go see where that was, like just watch and then watch kind of like the next few videos. Because especially when they're referring to something like specific, they're like, oh, tomorrow's video. I'm like, I want to see tomorrow's video. And now I don't know where you had it from.
Right.
So that bothers me. But I could see
Gotcha.
like that really working.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing to me too. And some of the creators that we know will like put their newest one as the pin and then switch them out that way. But a lot of people think it's just a great way to introduce brands to what you're all about, to see your greatest hits.
Right.
Greatest
And,
hits.
But I don't know if it helps the audience as much. It annoys me too when the pin
Yeah.
is there. But
I could definitely see it from a brand perspective, like having some of your best, like, kind of ads for yourself out there.
Right.
Totally. I also think perhaps maybe restaurants should actually pay extra to have it pinned.
That's another
Yeah.
thing I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I think I don't pin it on my Instagram because I want that like nice natural flow of like chronological stuff versus having like the biggest hits and whatnot, which brands can scroll down and see if they wanted to, but I don't know.
I also find that, especially for me, when I'm going to look, I find a lot more videos when I'm looking and scrolling that way versus like, oh, this was one of their biggest ones, and then I'm still scrolling on their page versus like just going onto the page, seeing their biggest one and being like, okay, and I'm out.
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
keeps me engaged.
keeps you on
the
there
page
longer, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
because you're looking for other big ones.
Interesting. And then also, as we're all social media managers, what are your thoughts on the topics on IG when posting? You know, before you get to the actual post, you have a choice now to choose 3 different topics. You could do, restaurants, meats, seafood, whatever. Do you use that? Do you think it's not helpful? Any opinion?
I can't say because I've never used it.
Never.
I don't have
Sorry.
that feature yet on my phone yet, or on
don't?
mine.
No,
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Not even Matiki's?
No.
Oh,
Really?
okay. Well, there you go.
Check.
I haven't noticed a huge difference, but the few times that I have selected topics, the videos don't do as well as when I don't select topics. So I kind of stopped doing it. I didn't want to try to test that too longer.
Yeah, Daniel Leo, it's Daniel Leo, was very vocal about this, thinking it actually kind of hinders the exposure of the post.
It like niched
The
it down
reach,
too
right.
much. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So maybe don't do anything, or maybe do something wild, like amusement parks. I don't.
Something not related.
Right, something not related, but yeah, good point. I feel like the topics don't help. Yeah, very much at all. Last random question. TikTok has been a shit show for 95% of the Vegas creators out there. What are your thoughts on all that right now? Do you
keep
take it
those
down if it bombs and then try to put it up later?
No.
Not even. I don't
keep
bother.
posting.
Just post.
Yeah.
Okay. Because certain big time people are telling me they've put up and taken down ones like 10 times
Until it blows up.
until
Wow.
it hits FYP.
Really?
That's
And
too
it's
much work
worked.
for me.
Yeah, but I wish we could change covers and captions like IG. I mean, it would help so much more. Do you guys ever do that on IG? Like, when I feel like it's bombing,
Change the cover.
I'll change the
video?
cover, change the hashtags, change everything
Yeah.
in hopes to save.
Or if it like doesn't look cute on my feed, like I thought it would, I'll change the picture.
Yeah, Xiaolong Dumplings located at 4275 Spring Mountain in Chinatown Plaza. And they opened in 2021. One thing I've noticed with a lot of these Chinese restaurants is that the social media sucks for pretty much all of them. These guys have 579 followers. A Colorful Noodle has 388, and they've invited a shitload of influencers, which is crazy. Shanghai Taste probably is the best one, but they don't do a great job. Sorry, Jimmy. And Joe, 3549 followers on IG. Yum Cha doesn't have IG. They've been around since 2016. They just don't give a shit, which is the same where most of the Chinese places around here. And DTF does a bunch of corporate stuff. Nobody cares.
Of course.
So,
How many followers do they have?
I don't know, actually. I didn't
132,
look.
I think.
132.
Last time I checked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you did the chicken one, was it a sponsored post?
No, not sponsored.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you just
But-
went just to go.
They did just like send me couple things like gift card here and there.
Okay.
They were like, "Oh, you don't. It's not required for you to post. We just want to, send some stuff for you, just for supporting us like throughout the years." Because I love posting them, man. I love their food.
Yeah.
That's nice when
I
they
love it.
reward you for
Yeah, yeah.
It's like not
So,
even needed, but that's sweet.
Yep.
I sent them a rate maybe 6 months ago and never heard from them since. Oh, it's all right. Whatever. Okay. So we got these first. Where would you say was the worst place you've had Xiaolongbao? In Vegas.
In Vegas. That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say, and no knock on this restaurant because I love this
okay.
restaurant.
It's
No,
okay.
seriously, like they have some of the best Chinese food in town. It was the first time I tried China Mama's Xiaolongbaos. Actually, I want
Wow.
to say this was back in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just very dry. I felt like the skin was like too thick. Just also didn't have much flavor. So yeah, it was kind of a letdown.
Okay.
But I feel like they've improved a lot since then, though. So yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, that was probably the worst one I had, sadly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I was it Orchard Garden? It was kind of like meh.
Yeah.
Like, it was during dim sum, obviously,
Yeah.
so we still ordered it for some reason. But it was just like the skin was just too thick. Yeah, and there was like too little meat in there.
Okay. Yeah. Orchard Garden is kind of meh
Yeah.
in general. But yeah. Hey, okay.
I got nothing.
A wild card. So a lot of people do say China Mama is one of the best, which is interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of people argue top three. There's a lot of actually great Xiaolongbao that we can't include in this. My favorite is Mott 32. They're hot and sour. Shanghainese XLB is the best, but they don't open till 5. Plus, they put them on those wooden little things, so I don't know how. I don't know if they give them to me as takeouts. And then there's also China Mama, which had that unfortunate fire, and couldn't do anything. Also, a lot of people say New Asian barbecue is really good, but they don't deliver, and I don't know, they're not that helpful. So but yeah, let's put these in here, and we'll just get going. The problem is these break it.
Oh, man.
There it goes.
Well, you got
Alright.
one more try.
It's like Operation.
This is the game show
Steady
right here.
hands.
He's obviously had more.
Nice.
Chopstick skills.
That one's broken.
That one was.
Yeah.
I thought this one was broken.
was it?
This one.
It is like
Silence and concentration.
Jeez.
4 in there, right?
you only need 4.
So yeah, we definitely don't recommend doing it this way. It's just it was way easier. I think
Nice.
Tyler and Jay would have killed us. We went to 4 restaurants to try to do this. Yeah, it's always better in there with a bamboo setup, but yeah, we're just gonna go this way. So Jump just went to San Fran. How was that trip?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really had a good time. I was really nervous like the first day of shooting because I've only been with Jump for like 2 months. So I didn't really know what I was getting into. But it went great, I thought.
Nice. So who would you, of all the Jump Force members, who would you travel with again?
Oh, God.
I'm not putting it on the spot. Sorry, just a random
Honestly, I would travel with Tyler again.
Yeah?
He had the most,
Aw.
wanted to go out and do stuff, and that's the kind of traveler that I am. I want to go see stuff, especially because I'd never been to San Francisco before.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
he was like one of the only people that was like, let's go do stuff. And I was like, yeah. So that's definitely somebody that has like the same travel energy as I do.
Okay, and what was the best favorite spot for food? Okay.
Fog Harbor was my favorite meal of the entire trip. I mean, it was great because we were sitting with the sunset, so that kind of added to it. But it definitely had the best clam chowder and the best just vibes also. So
Okay, for those that don't know, actually, Tyler is a huge clam chowder critic.
Yes.
He's the Keith Lee of clam chowder. How was that, Fog Harbor?
It was good. 8-4.
8-4. Wow, that's good. Okay. And then, Danny, you recently went to Joel Robuchon,
Oh man.
celebrate
yeah.
your
Yes, sir.
dental
Yes, sir.
graduation.
Yep.
Looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it wasn't like life changing or anything. Hurt my wallet a little bit.
Yeah,
man.
so did you do the full thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
the full
so that's
10-course meal.
45 per person.
485 per person,
Right.
not including drinks, tip and tax.
Okay.
For the two of us, we ended up dropping, I think, 1,300 around there. Yeah,
Nice.
I wanted to cry, but
That's the most expensive dinner you've ever had?
yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
How about you guys? What's the most expensive dinner you think you've ever had?
I don't know.
Carbone? I feel like I
Yeah.
dropped a lot of money.
Carbone is definitely up there.
dropped like
Carbone.
6 or 7, I think.
Damn. Okay.
Just the two of you?
It was 4 of us.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, Carbone's fantastic. Can't go wrong with
Yeah,
that.
well, that was life changing.
That was
That
actually.
was their pasta alla vodka was life changing.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about xiaolongbao sauce. How do you guys normally do it? Do you like to do a little vinegar, soy sauce? Do you like all vinegar? What are you guys into?
I do vinegar and soy sauce, mostly vinegar.
Okay. Does it suck that I didn't bring ginger?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I like ginger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you think?
No.
I mean, they would.
I need some of
Yeah.
this too. Chili oil. Should I make my combination?
Yeah, we can do the
Make
combo.
it-
Yeah, let's make our combos.
Yeah, I'm
No
all
ginger.
vinegar. No.
All vinegar.
All
All
vinegar.
vinegar.
Okay. James Beard just awards are rolling out yesterday and today. They actually invented a social media award this year.
Oh.
And then the winner ended up being Erwan. Do you guys know Erwan? He's like a Filipino YouTuber, but he's got like 4.4 million on IG. He took the award. Feeder Media, which is his media company, has 3.2 million subs on YouTube, and they go like way international, way off the beaten path. They're like in the middle of Cambodia on a boat,
Good for
like
them.
meeting like
That's
That's
awesome.
so awesome.
you know people who have no idea who they are. Really cool stuff. If you
Yeah, thanks.
could give a food social media award to any account, who would you give an award to? Favorites. So, for example, like Nom Life. I don't know if anyone knows Nom Life. It's a couple from New York that live in LA. They focus on a lot of Asian food, Hong Kong, Singapore, and they do like some really cool artsy stuff along with cooking stuff. I've wanted them have them on my podcast for a long time. They ignore every email, which is fun. And they would be my choice. They really inspire me to kind of, go beyond just shooting at a walk and things like that. But anything like that for you? Any kind of inspirational food accounts that you guys like?
Let's give Mike Chen an award.
Mike Chen. Yes. Yeah. Mike Chen's amazing.
Yeah. Been watching a lot more of his videos lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How was hanging out with him?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the full day. So his wife actually sets up everything now. Does all the scheduling, bookings. He doesn't even know where he's going anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Christine kind of sets everything up. And it was really cool just hanging out with him for a full day. I didn't think I was going to be in one of his videos. I didn't expect to. But that was a trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, total bucket list thing. Never thought that would happen.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
it was really cool. Really interesting insight into a foodie at his popularity level. I think you would think that negative comments and things like that wouldn't affect someone at that level, but I think it really does.
Really?
It was a really interesting insight and kind of conversation that we had. So I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. changed a lot of perspective for me. But it was cool. Overall, I mean, obviously he loves what he does. He's doing like a 3-month road trip right now
Oh wow.
around
Okay.
the U.S. So
Jealous.
Wow.
Seattle to Vegas. I think they're going to be in Phoenix today, and then they're going all the way up down to Florida, then New York, then all the way through Canada. Doesn't sound like they're going to be home till like end of August.
Road trip too.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So he has a team of video guys in New York and Texas. He just sends it all to them. They throw it all together, and he just gives a final approval. Let's try the next one. So I'm going to serve it with chopsticks, I guess.
And what was this one called?
This is Yum Cha, which is the dim sum place on Tropicana.
Yeah, there wasn't much juice in that
I
one.
felt like that was kind of planned to me.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, all right, let's just say that's dead last right now.
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's where it's
2
at
out
for
of
me.
sure.
Yep.
Out of the two.
Okay. But yeah, that's not their specialty. But they do serve it on the dim sum menu, and that's why I thought.
There's ginger in here.
That's where all the ginger went.
Okay. JT, you recently traveled around. Where'd you go?
I went to Denver for the weekend, and then I went back home for a little bit, San Francisco, and dude, Denver has a good foodie scene. I
Looked like
feel
you hit up some good places.
There's definitely hidden gems out there.
Okay.
There was this spot that we went to that was crazy. It was they like farm their own sheep for barbacoa, and they like prep them and cook them like all day Saturday, and then Sunday is the only day they sell their barbacoa meat.
Oh wow.
You can only get it by the pound, and they give you like a pound of that, tortilla, salsa, green onions, cilantro, or what is it? Cilantro. And you take it home and you eat it. And it is so good, like super, super tender, very, very authentic, like very
Sounds
cool.
incredible.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do they cook it underground?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, everything,
Yeah, cook
the
it
whole
underground, very
process.
traditional
Oh,
way. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was cool. What else? Tamaki den. What?
And do you hit up spots before you go over?
No, usually when I'm on vacation, not yet, but usually on vacation, I just kind of
Same.
just hang out. I don't really
Same.
want to like do as much
Right.
as usual. Just
Right.
a quick shoot here and there, and I'm good. Yeah, it's been fun. I went to Red Rocks twice.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good time.
What
Got
a
the
great
full
venue.
Red Rocks experience, and it rained, just pouring rain while we were there, just waiting for the show to like go on. So, got the full experience out in Denver.
Very cool.
Nice.
Nice. You hit up a lot of Daniel. You hit a lot of places before you travel, right?
Yeah. I don't know what's a lot, but definitely if there's a spot that I want to try, and the content looks great, then for sure
Right.
I'll hit them up. Yeah, I mean, depending on where, but I mean LA mostly, because yeah, so much great food out there. So but I mean, it kind of depends, like who I go with too. When I'm with family, it's like Joyce is always telling me, hey, I don't want you to be working while we're on this trip.
Right. And to ask for a comp for like a party of 6
Yeah.
or 8 is
Exactly,
sometimes
for
a tall
the
order.
entire fam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it just kind of depends on who I'm going with. Yeah, but with the entire fam, it's kind of hard.
Right.
But yeah.
It's interesting as social media manages the incoming DMs that you get from different influencers from different places in the country, because some of them are very like well thought out notes, but then a lot of them don't even offer links or anything. They just say, I'm a food content creator, let's collab, and then forces you to start digging, which is normally fruitless. But how do you normally, when you reach out to someone out of town like Hawaii or whatever, do you link do you send out all the links too, or how do you normally
What kind of links?
like
Or, yeah,
like
sorry.
TikTok, like when Raina sends out stuff,
Oh, okay.
she has like the whole list, like
Oh, gotcha.
YouTube,
Okay.
TikTok,
Yeah, yeah.
Facebook, all that stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay. Man, I should make like a pricing sheet, because usually I'll like DM them. Of course, I'll include like Instagram Reels,
Right.
TikTok, and I think I'm gonna incorporate YouTube now as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
The YouTube Shorts. So it's mainly those 3 platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give them like individual rates, or I'll do like a combination. I'll say, hey, I'll post on all my social media channels for this much.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, they'll either take it or leave it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You were super early on the media kit.
Yeah, so I started back when there were still photos, and I'm trying to redo it now to include more like the video-based content, the more travel content that I want to do. So I just have to sit down with it and just kind of come up with it again, like a new sheet, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you inspired me to do it. Cody, local living, did as well. So I just went to Canva and I just set up like a simple thing. And I just said the rates start at this. I don't go into like all the specifics because everyone wants different things.
Right.
Right.
And so that's kind of where I went. I don't know. Do you think it's better to go into detail? Like package A, B, C?
I don't know. Like last time I think I talked about doing like individual rates, right? And then the bundled rate, but I feel like I just post everything everywhere anyways, that it's like it's
yeah.
just better to just give one like starting rate and go from there and see what that looks like. That makes better sense. Yeah, just less negotiation, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
do that.
ultimately your content as well, and you still want it to do well because
Right.
it's your fucking channel, even though they paid.
Right.
Yeah. How about like so you do a lot of atypical accounts,
Yeah.
but what is that like the incoming DMs from influencers? Do you get a lot of that?
I feel like not really because the accounts that I run aren't really like a product that they're selling. It's more of like the service, like on the Strip, for example, is just like the hotel service. So it's
Right.
kind of like not really,
Okay.
a solid product.
And then do you reach out often to collab
Usually
businesses?
that's like with Jump, they kind of handle all that. So.
Right. Very nice.
Concierge service.
All right, let's try these. These are Shanghai Taste. Overall, in Chinese restaurants, though, any favorites? I mean, Daniel might like the magic noodle. I don't know why. But,
Just a little bit.
Like Chinese. Like
Chinese food in
any
general.
Chinese food in general.
yeah. Or how about on the Strip?
On the Strip.
Yeah. Besides Din Tai Fung, any others you guys like?
I mean, I like China Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just overall, just solid Chinese food.
Everything.
Yep.
I agree.
And yeah, again, sorry to knock on their Xiaolongbao in the beginning, but that was back in 2019, so they've improved. I
have to
think
give them
quite a
another
bit.
chance.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Tao Asian Bistro was really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tao Venetian.
What else?
Mod 32 is normally my jam.
Still need to go
not
there.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peking duck. oh my
Peking duck.
gosh.
I try that.
Yeah.
All right.
And the soup dumplings.
I'll let you know when we go next time.
Yeah. Please.
But while we're waiting, yeah, DTF, Din Tai Fung, located at the Ari Hotel. This was a really big deal when they moved in. Lots of haters on Din Tai Fung. It's always something like it's better in Taiwan or it's better in Arcadia, but whatever. Each of their xiaolongbao is carefully weighed and folded by hand to achieve their golden ratio of 18 folds. And it's stuffed with top quality Kurobuta pork, which is basically the Wagyu pork. And yeah, they put a little gelatin in there, which creates the soup. Kurobuta pork, I don't know. I think anyone can say Kurobuta now, just like how anyone can say Wagyu. There's no license to it or whatever, but people just use it now. Apparently, Kurobuta originated in Berkshire, England, and then some guy in England gave the Emperor of China like a bunch of the pigs in Japan, a bunch of the pigs. So that's how it became Kurobuta and Berkshire.
Interesting.
But yeah, who knows if it's actually real Kurobuta? I mean, there's no certificate or whatever like that. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. So best meat so far, you would say is
I think Shaolong dumpling.
okay.
At least for me.
Yeah, for the meat, I agree.
Yeah.
Shaolong dumpling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
All right.
on the top of my list right now.
Okay, and then broth.
Broth.
I actually liked Shanghai Taste, this broth.
Yeah, it was a
I
little
thought
juicier.
Yeah, juicier, just more flavorful. Had a bit of like sweetness
I
to
would
it
say it
as
was
well.
slightly sweeter, which
Yeah.
I didn't really like. But
Okay.
I gotcha. And then skin. I don't know. I mean, definitely not yum cha. That was Sounds weird.
I had like a close rating. Like it was like, skin for me, Shanghai taste was like 6, and then Shaolong dumpling was 8. I
Okay.
really like
Okay.
the
Yeah.
kind of like thin and like it could break how easily it broke.
Yeah, yeah. That would have been my fault. If we did another tasting like this, what do you think would be a better way to go? I would love to do ribeyes one time, but I don't know how to reheat those.
Oh my.
Hey, you have to think reheatable
I know.
foods that still keep the same like
Can you
sort
do
of
sushi?
authenticity.
But we would have to base it on like
Nigiri.
one specific thing,
Yeah.
right?
What about pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah, could
Have
do
like
pizza.
a mini like toaster oven or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I want to do Korean fried chicken.
Oh,
I think that would be fun.
Oh,
There's so many now.
yeah.
It's crazy. Do you have a favorite Korean fried chicken?
I think Q Bistro.
Q.
Still, yeah.
I like Jongro. Jongro's
Jongro was
really good.
really good.
Yeah, Jung was solid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Napo Baji's turning into a Japanese yakitori restaurant.
What?
Yeah, called Shin Yakitori.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I don't know why that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Napo Baji?
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
I liked it, but then they turned into Korean barbecue, right?
Yeah, they went AYC because
Yeah.
I mean that's just what Vegas expects,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah. I liked it before
I
AYC.
liked it before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe people didn't get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is very niche, I guess. So, yeah. But
We do need more yakitori places here, though.
That's true. But I don't know if people understand it. Like, I mean, we do because this is where we go. But I don't know. Like, it's like Japanese barbecue or even udon or soba. There's been so many great restaurants over the years that just never caught on because Vegas just doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
right.
So yeah, kind of weird. So far you would say Shaolong dumplings.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
I
me
think
too.
Shanghai Taste is right behind.
Okay.
And then like way down here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I ordered that one. That was a waste. Yeah. As far as our pricing goes, these are all about the same. 6 went for around $12. But yeah, once again, you probably shouldn't get these delivered.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna go with Shanghai Taste is 2, and then Shaolong dumplings 3. But it's very close. And then I'll go. Yeah, Yum
Same.
Chang was last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shanghai taste right now. Well, haven't tried. Well,
Right. I
can't
mean,
say.
You're making
But-
room for
supposed to,
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the gold standard, so
Right,
you would
right.
you think it'll probably be number 1, but who knows now? That's why I like doing these. We got 1 more minute.
Just the attention to detail that they have with, like,
yeah.
the precision of making each dumpling is
Yeah,
crazy.
for sure.
I just like that as like an art form. I think it's
Right.
great.
And when you walk in, they're doing it like
Yes.
right in front too.
Yeah.
So it's like Shanghai Taste does that, I believe, right?
They do.
make it in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the window.
It's always cool. It's like when you walk in and you see like the Peking duck in the front or the duck in the front, and you're just like, all right,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're not hiding it.
Wow, these really do have like 18 folds in them.
Yeah.
You counted?
Crazy. It's a lot of folds.
Okay, so that's the only question left. Is it the best one? After trying the other 3? Yeah.
No question.
It just melts in your mouth and like,
The meat is definitely a lot different
Yeah.
than the rest of them,
wow.
for sure. Riggs.
Yeah, I think that shot to number 1 definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Answers are. What else? Recently, Keith Lee went to Bulldogies. I run the social media there. It's been insane since he posted Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah. They've been showing me like live clips of just the security cameras, and it's like
Oh wow.
bedlam in there at all times. And then when he went in again the following day, it's been crazy.
You're right.
Has Keith gone to any of your place? Oh, Bout Spot. Not your place, but
Yeah. So yeah, he went there and blew them up, and yeah, it's been good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
they definitely need it
For sure.
Yeah, and I really like their food.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you could choose Keith to go to one place, where would you want him to visit?
I don't know.
Magic noodle.
Somewhere that needs it, right? Like somewhere that like.
Okay. I would like him to try other cuisine, like something maybe out of his
Out as a comfort.
wheelhouse.
Because he doesn't do raw fish, right?
I
Or
don't know. I think I've seen him eat
yeah, okay.
smoked salmon is not raw fish, but
So he doesn't do sushi at all then, or
he hasn't done very much sushi.
okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if it travels that well either.
Right.
I could see him going to Bowls. I think Bowls has been posting, asking him to come by.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think that'd be super cool to see him go to like a gas station food court and like eat poke. Well, not poke, but like they got the garlic,
garlic
chicken,
chicken,
they
yeah.
got all the meat john, they got all
Right,
the good
right.
stuff there.
For sure.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think I'd like him to do like he doesn't done that much Chinese food. Yeah, sushi would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe something like Mr. Chopsticks or something like that would be interesting. Or even Shanghai Taste would be kind of cool.
He's been to Shang Artisan Noodle though, right?
He did.
Okay,
Yeah, he
alright.
did go.
He loves that spot. I think.
Yeah.
He goes like once a week.
Yeah, he gave it super high ratings. They did get a lot of people come in, but it's such a small place anyway,
Yeah,
and it is
it's-
pretty crowded.
yeah.
But
Right.
people definitely did mention that they were there for Keith, but it didn't take on like it didn't go to the next level.
Oh, okay.
Like lines out the door just because of Keith.
I see.
Right.
Yeah, and I think there was a few places like that, but I mean these TikToks go on forever for him, so I
Right.
think it doesn't matter. Yeah, but yeah, Vegas Foodie Jesus strikes again. So, all right, so let's do the top three. Okay, so for me, yeah, Din Tai Fung, Shanghai Taste, Shanglong Dumplings. You guys 2 and 3 switched?
Yes.
Okay.
Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what would you say? So how do we pick? Again, I don't know. How do we do a final three? If we're
Final
we're split.
three.
Oh, good point.
What do you mean final three?
So the definitive three, since both Daniel and I have.
We are the same and they are the
Right.
same. So how do we kind
Oh.
of like differentiate?
I
to-
mean, I think it's just your preference, right? Like you
I
guys
think when
like
it
it a little
comes
bit
to 2 and
sweeter.
3,
and
yeah.
We didn't like it as
Yeah.
sweet, like more savory.
Right.
it's just personal
Totally.
flavor.
But Din Tai Fung's number one, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We can come to that consensus. And Yum Cha's dead last.
So
That was
we
terrible.
agreed on something.
What happened?
That's dim sum, right?
I guess.
Don't order
It's not like
a
it's focused.
specialty dumpling at a dim sum restaurant. Is
Yeah. Yeah.
the lesson of the day.
All right. Yeah. It's my fault for doing delivery this way.
No, it's okay.
The next time we'll just go to all 5 restaurants. I think that's way better. Right, guys? So, anyways, that wraps up the podcast. This was a very interesting
That's fine.
experimental one. I want to thank you guys for being on there. Really
for having
appreciate it.
us.
And until next week, see ya.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to the Las Vegasville podcast. For more information about me and where I've been dining recently, check out my IG and TikTok at Las Vegas Phil. Feel free to text or leave me a voicemail about anything you want, 702-551-4445. Stay tuned as a new episode of the show debuts every Monday morning.